Hello, everyone. A very happy almost Thanksgiving to you and yours. Turkey Day should be pretty fun, and we got a lot of weather to get through before we get there and a lot to talk about for next week as well. So starting off, look at this. A lot of rain for your Wednesday, that's for sure. Super soaker, even some severe weather chances across the far southern portion of the nation, and snow across portions of Quebec into Maine. We'll talk a little bit more on that in just a moment, but rain will be the widespread factor. Lots of clouds with this. This moves out, pushing in warmer air across portions of southern Canada there. Not too much going on elsewhere. Dry across the middle of the country for your Thanksgiving, Black Friday, into your weather weekend as well. And notice not much coming out of the northwest, so we get a little respite. Nothing too active in terms of the pattern after our big batch of rain and some isolated areas of snow. How much snow? Well, you're talking about 8, 9, 10 centimeters or so, or about 4 or 5 inches. Definitely going to accumulate on all surfaces with temperatures in the 20s for much of the event. A little bit less as you get into Maine, but overall across the United States, we're not talking about much in the way of snow impacts over the next several days. Now the weather maps get kind of crazy as we go into next week. Big blast of cold air coming down. That's looking pretty likely. And how about number 2? Another big blast of cold air is possible. This gets interesting. Look at this. A wonderful cyclone, tight pressure gradient, a lot of wind, a good amount of moisture that's going to swirl around. This is pretty crazy too. The energy in the atmosphere, the spin, big digging troughs across portion of the central and eastern U.S. Very colorful colors. Notice this. Here's an active jet stream, which is kind of rare for the La Nina pattern on a southerly jet across the U.S. You have the northerly jet and the southerly jet that will come together. It's called phasing. And you'll be able to see this really good with our next imagery on kind of what that means and how it translates into the overall weather. So here we go. A little bit of rain here across the Gulf Coast. It's just chilling, not going anywhere. Notice a little bit of snow starting to come and approach down. That's where those jet streams are kind of coming in together, and that's going to pull up the cold air from the north, and it's going to pull up the rain and the moisture, and it's going to form it. It's cyclone time. These will spin around and somebody gets snow. Maybe it's in the middle of the country here, maybe it's back across Appalachian Mountains or somewhere in the middle. But as this spins around, it could produce a decent swath of snow. A lot of the models are catching on to the potential for a big time winter storm. Still got some time to play things out and see exactly where it lines up. But that's a pretty nice looking system right there. Too soon to talk about snowfall totals, but overall rainfall over the course of the next week or so, we're looking at a pretty good amount across the east. We're talking a widespread inch with some spots around 2 or 3 inches. A lot of that comes in from the system today. Now I picked Cleveland, Ohio, our NeoWeather headquarters, my hometown, for the temperature outlook over the next couple of weeks. Notice a lot more cool weather once we get into December. We're talking below average. That's a pretty good idea across really a great amount of portions of the Midwest and Eastern U.S. So guys, thank you so much for all of you that have reached out and submitted quote requests and chatted with us about our weather services and how we can help you out. If you're interested and want to join some of your colleagues to get those detailed impact-based forecasts, check us out today. Happy to help.